Welcome back to Mustang Media. I'm Kerrigan Hutton.
And I'm Isaac Morris. First up, I took a look at Senior Skip Day and some student and teacher perspectives.
One of the most popular things for seniors to do in their senior year is to skip, called Senior Skip Day, and there's a varying amount of criticism. We talked to senior Janessa Harrison to get her thoughts.
Yes, I definitely plan on skipping on Senior Skip Day. I don't have any plans as of right now, but I'm sure when the time comes, my friends and I will just hang out. I'm not really worried. The only thing that's making me worry is that if teachers plan tests on that day, and I'll just come in and take the test and then leave, so.
We talked to vocal teacher Ryan Holmquist to see what he thought.
They get a 0 if they're gone on Senior Skip Day. We have so many school days planned into the school year, so there's so many other opportunities for students to be off. There are spring breaks, there are Christmas breaks, there is summer, there are all kinds of other things. Just be in school. Yeah, there was no such thing as Senior Skip Day when I was in high school. We didn't have such a thing.
Thank you, Isaac. Our next story features Nick Rost on the swim team. Emily Stroman has the story.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Ross. I'm a senior on the swim team this year. I swim the 100 freestyle, the 200 freestyle, and the 500 freestyle. I also participate in our 200 medley relay and our 400 freestyle relay. I qualified for state in my 200 freestyle and my 500 freestyle in our first meet, and our 200 medley relay with Ethan Schulte, Michael Perkins, and Cooper Cobb qualified in our first meet also. As of right now, I am 13th in the state for my 100 freestyle, including both 5A and 6A schools, and I am 16th in the 200 freestyle. Next year, I'm planning to go to either Kansas State University or Kansas University studying mechanical engineering, and I am planning to swim intramural swimming. I started swimming 7 years ago, back in 5th grade, and I started learning from my mother at a very young age, and then I finally joined a club in 5th grade. Through the club, I was able to learn how to competitively swim and all of that. I only shave my legs for state swimming. Drylands are basically just lifting without weights. So we do like crunches, push-ups, burpees, wall sits, squats, just with no weights. We just do it by ourselves. My favorite stroke is freestyle and breaststroke. I don't ever swim any other stroke than that. I don't swim butterfly because that's the hardest stroke there is, and it's very taxing on your body. I don't swim backstroke because I can't do a backstroke start very well. I swim in the summer, fall, and in the winter. I don't swim in the spring though. This year I've dropped my times significantly from last year. I enjoy swimming because it's brought me a lot of new friends and a lot more social experience with everybody. Since we also swim with South in practice, we get to meet a lot of new people who we wouldn't have normally met through Salina Central. State swimming is on February 20th, 21st, and 22nd. State diving is held on the 20th and the 21st, and state swimming is held on the 21st and the 22nd. It's a 2-day long meet, and you have to swim all of your events twice if you make it to finals.
Thank you, Emily.
Next up is something that we can't live without, a Reed fact.
Fun facts with Reed.
It's Friday, and you know what that means? It's time for a fact. Did you know that in ancient Egypt it was illegal to kill cats and it was punishable by death?
Thanks, Reed.
Mustang Media reporter Dakota Hogan takes a look at the Super Bowl halftime show.
We interviewed Mr. Peters for the halftime show.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting to see something a little bit different. I felt like maybe the outfits were a little risky for family-oriented people.
We also interviewed junior Matt Glenn.
I was really expecting them to Sweet Victory by SpongeBob, and they still haven't. No, it's not family friendly at all.
Junior Capri Meyer shares her thoughts on the halftime show.
Did you enjoy the halftime show?
Yes. My favorite part was when J-Lo got on the stage.
Thanks, Dakota.
Let's take a break and get a sports report with Ethan.
In the words of Len Dawson, touchdown Kansas City! The Chiefs won the Super Bowl for the first time in 50 years, and boy was it worth it. This one's for you, Andy Reid. And I know Reid is the one who's really good at facts, but I have some quick facts for you. Did you know that the Chiefs are the first team ever to win 3 playoff games in a row while being down by 10 at some point in the game? And also, did you know that Pat Mahomes is the first ever quarterback to be under 25 and win a Super Bowl and an MVP? Now that's what I call a great season. See you next time, Chiefs fans. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ethan.
Josh Warner gives us a look at the spread of the new coronavirus and its global scare.
Thanks, Kerrigan. The Wuhan coronavirus has become an epidemic, claiming the lives of 560 people. It started in China, but has now made its way to the U.S., and more specifically, Lawrence, Kansas. We talked to Junior Ryan Shahan about his thoughts on the coronavirus.
No, I do not care about the coronavirus. I don't think it's going to be that big of a thing because of modern technology and medicine. I do not think it'll be a worldwide pandemic. I think eventually it's going to slow down, and if it does, it'll be surprising.
We also talked to James Kemp about if he is scared about the coronavirus.
I'm not scared of the coronavirus, and no, I do not think that it'll be a pandemic.
Thank you, Josh. Our final story focuses on a local band, the Sunset Sinners. Nolan Foley takes a look.
We interviewed Blake Blackham, the drummer of the Sunset Sinners. They headlined Rockin' Faye this past weekend. We asked Blake some questions about his band.
The Sunset Sinners, we just kind of started this whiskey barrel rock vibe, and obviously it's kind of a huge genre right now, and we kind of just decided to create our own genre a little bit, and so we kind of fused kind of like this southern rock and 70s classic rock and red dirt country together. So basically we started writing our own songs because our first single and song and music video called Always Time for One More Beer has really taken off, which is totally cool. Basically, it started as just like, just being out with friends and stuff. It's like, hey, I need to get going, but, hey, I got time for one more beer. And so I was like, hey, that kind of clicked with me, and I started just writing this song called Always Time for One More Beer. And it's all over Eastern Europe, into Prague and Germany and Malaysia even, and places like that. Our fan base, we have a big, and we're all about supporting patriotism and military and veterans and first responders.
Thanks, Nolan. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Mustang Media. I'm Kerrigan Hutton.
And I'm Isaac Morris. Good night and good luck, Mustangs.